and the air was just right for Skyrim.
So we're gonna play.
May you poop on warm sands.
May the ground beneath your feet be always squishy. So we'll fire it up, and we're gonna play some Skyrim today. We did some Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon demo yesterday because one of our viewers was interested. So that was kind of interesting. Got to play through that. It is got some heavy Elden Ring Dark Souls vibes to it, but also very linear gameplay. The illusion of choice. There's different paths you can take, but they all end up in the same place. Still, good looking game. Graphics are nice. And it should be out Q2 of 2025, so we'll see how everybody else likes it. They say, what, 50 to 70 hours of playtime? So that's not too bad, but nowhere near what I can get out of Skyrim. Last character, we were up over 160 hours and still playing. This one, I think we're up around 20 hours so far, but we're just beginning. So let's see where we left off. Don't know. We'll find out. Need to keep training that destruction magic and get some, master level destruction spells. Create some real havoc. Satchel's adoptive father was Argonian? I didn't know that. Okay, so it looks like we just killed Drink a Light Beer. Yeah, that's Drink a Light Beer. Keep an eye on the skies. And it looks like we've got one follower. We may have two. Where's Caden? There he is.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you on your way. So,
Come on, let's get going.
Ready to go.
Alright.
So, Delphine is a blade. In which case, I can't really blame her for being so elusive. I wouldn't mind picking a brain if I get the chance.
We should part ways for a while.
I see. Maybe our paths will cross again. If you need to find me, stop by the Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath.
So he's gonna go hang out in Falkreath. We'll keep Zora with us. Maybe we should head up. Well, I don't know where the hell we're going. So that was Kynes Grove. That's Melendril. What do we got here? Delphine. We can return the horn. Gotta read Rasad's note. Okay, well, we can...
Will my lord be hunting game for dinner tonight? Or will he take his companion to the inn for a more sensible feast? Just a question.
So it looks like we got some stuff to do in... we gotta return to Klimek. We also need to go and return the horn. So why don't we go up here and talk to Aventus first, and then we're gonna go to Iverstead. This is Kynes Grove. Excuse me, goat. Yeah, we're 23 hours and 6 minutes into this playthrough. Level 17 already. Moving up in the world. Got a bound bow. Hey.
I'd like training in restoration magic.
Okay, well, you can't train me anymore, but grant me your blessing.
There once was a hero named Ragnar, the red who came riding to right run from old Rorikstead.
Oh, crud, really? You gotta be kidding me. We're only like 9 minutes and 30 seconds in. Is it gonna be one of those days? What's up, Death? Dragonborn female dialogue mod with a Nord accent. Well, there's Dragonborn voiceover, and there are. Okay, so this is all Spine, NPC comm, and camera third, skeleton NIF. So Dragonborn voiceover, and the ones that I'm using are series voice files, which are on Fear TCB's Discord. Fear TCB is the person who created them. They used to be available on the Nexus, but they were pulled down because somebody had a problem, copyright infringement, whatever. But they are still privately available on Fear TCB's Discord. Now, there are some that are available. Bella is one that's available. The only thing, hey, I am doing well. And then you can use, well, for PC head tracking, a friend of mine, the last challenger, created Siri voice files for PC head tracking. And a lot of those are ones that, things that I say in my streams, because Last Challenger used to hang out here. So like the 6 Rules of Humanity, here I'll play those for you.
There are 6 rules that can explain all of civilization. Want to know them? Rule 1 is simple. People are stupid. Rule 2. Anything designed for common consumption will be reduced to the lowest common denominator of intelligence. Rule 3. People want push button, get bacon. Rule 4. Haven't you heard? The world revolves around me. Rule 5. It's humanly impossible to please everyone. And Rule 6. People are too poor to pay attention.
My wife just reminded me that there's actually 7 rules.
You now understand how the world works.
Rule 7 is some people are assholes. Can't change them. That's just who they are. So anyhow, that was put together by Last Challenger, done in Siri's voice from The Witcher. So they have access to the software that can do that. And so they created a bunch of PC head tracking for that. You're an asshole? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you tell everybody that you're an asshole and then you come off as a nice guy, they'll be surprised. But if you tell everybody you're an asshole and you decide to be an asshole, then you can say, well, hey, look, I warned you. I told you I was an asshole. I got a good friend that does that. He tells everybody he's an asshole right from the get-go. That way he covers his butt. So there's 2 things that do the voice files, right? There's Dragonborn voiceover, and there's PC head tracking. Now, PC head tracking is going to handle things like the breathing when you're running, your random sayings, accountability ahead of time. No, just prior warning to those around you so that they can't complain later. And they're surprised when you come off like a nice guy. So this is also my friend who's got a really dark sense of humor. He used to hang out at the bar, and he was there with one of his buddies, and one of his buddies is checking out this chick, right? And he's like, oh, I'm going to ask her out, And my buddy takes a look at her and goes, you don't want to ask her out. She's a spunion. She's doing, speed. You don't want to get involved with that. And he's like, no, she wouldn't do that. She would never do that. And he goes, okay, fine. So my buddy walks over there and just says to her, out of the blue, he goes, hey, you want to go out to the parking lot and do a line? And she goes, sure. And he just turns around back to the guy he was talking to and goes, see, I told you. And walks back over to his seat and sits back down. Yeah, that's just how my buddy Al is. He's just like that. He's straight up and down though, and he's a good friend. I mean, if I called him at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, "Dude, I just got arrested. Come bail me out," he would be there to bail me out, and he would have the money to bail me out. He would give me a hard time the whole time he was there, but he would be there to bail me out. So to me, that's a true friend. What up, Gears? We're gonna see if we can make it up here without crashing this time, because we crashed. And it was NPC calm, so and it was mentioning the skeleton and different bones. So to me, that's, you know, that might be a nemesis issue, being corrupted, but we're gonna see if it does it this time, because it was a guard here in Windhelm. So we'll see if it does the same thing, or if it lets us go in there and talk to Aventus Aretino. I have seen that NPC calm before. And by calm I mean not C-A-L-M, but C-O-M. But I do think it's kind of random. Well, we can't say that we went without crashing. We crashed within 9 minutes. That's terrible.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play.
You know, water
He lives
dripping
right
off
there.
of the icicles.
I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true.
They hang the
Aventus
laundry up
Aretino
there.
walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Pick it real good.
Grodd, you old crone! You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Finally! My prayers have been answered!
Are you all right?
It worked! I knew you'd come. I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
I'm sorry, boy, but I'm not who you think I am.
Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften. Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the kind.
Taking the
Grella is
heart.
the headmistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long.
You're pretty dark there, kid.
I've heard Windhelm is called...
Alright, we can give alms to the beggar too. Down on the docks. And go get a suit of armor that we're not going to wear. It's part of Creation Club stuff. The EMB that I'm using, this is Rudy's EMB for Obsidian Weathers.
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers?
But I did modify it a little bit.
Sure. What do you have?
Not much, but I hope you like them.
I'm also using, I'm going to buy all their flowers, by the way.
Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
So a couple things that I did, I added in the pre-pass filter, and the pre-pass you can pick up ADYSS shader add-on 1.5. This is code that you can get on the Nexus, and I added in this pre-pass filter, and what it does is it allows me to mess with the God rays a little bit and the God ray color. Also, I can mess with skin, and this is the important part here, because if you have, here, I'll show you. Let me find someone to talk to who's got So we're going to look at his skin tone, okay? And so we've got it at -2.6 on exposure. Tint power is 1.5.
Need something?
So we can change the tint of his skin, more red to more brown, right?
Need something?
So we're at 0.15 is where I like it. And then the hue, we've got at 0.42. Yes. So from red to yellow. And like I said, I like 0.42. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to balance the skin tone somewhere between yellow and red. And then hue opacity, I've got it at 0.10. And I can also mess with the gamma. So I can make him darker or lighter. And I left that at 1.
Yes.
But it gives you a lot of control over skin tone. The last one here is fake HDR, and I just did shadow lifting 0.1 for interior and exterior. The other thing that I added was a sun sprite. It used to be available on EMB forums, but it isn't anymore. So if you wanted this, you'd have to download my mod list and grab it out of there. And then the other thing that's really important is right here I changed the brightness, especially at dawn and dusk, because the way that Rudy's got it set up by default, it's darker at dawn and dusk. So the night is bright, and then it would get dark at dawn, and then brighten up at sunrise. So it looked really weird. So I just made it a gradient: 44, 45, 46, 45, 44, and 40 at night. So I just changed that to a gradient. I also changed these to gradients. Tone mapping, contrast. So again, 1, 02, 04, 02, 1.9. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So changing them to gradients. The other thing I did was I turned on HDR. And I am using the night eye adjustment, the night eye fix for
Need something?
because I run predator vision. So you would need to do that.
Yes.
So those are a few things that I changed. If we come
Yes.
here into this, turn off the HDR.
Hmm?
It's not that big of a change, but he looks a little washed out. So I did that to give things a little more shadow, a little more depth.
Need something?
And then I'm running.
Need something?
You're very annoying, and I'm gonna leave here. I'm running a reshade also on top of it with a little bit of ambient occlusion, ray trace global illumination, a little exposure fusion, clarity, some sharpening, a little bit of motion blur, and liquid lens. Liquid lens is if I'm looking at a bright light. So if I turn this off, that's what it looks like without without the reshade. With the reshade, you're going to get a little darker and a little more depth to the shadows, basically. It does eat the frame rate, but it's worth it if you're running a frame gen, just for more realistic lighting. And again, we're looking at skin tone, right? I don't want her to be... Hey! I don't want her to be too yellow or too red. There's basically three things I do when I'm adjusting an EMB. There's three things that I look at. And if you can get these three things set correctly, all your other colors in the entire game will look correct. Sky, that's going to be your blue, okay? So on a clear day, that sky should be blue. I don't know what's going on with my game. It's crashing again, going through a door. So we're going to shut this down and we're going to turn it back on and we're going to try it again. Let me see what this is saying. Because it's same thing. Scene root, Windhelm guard, NPC comm, skeleton NIF. So we're having a trouble with our... Let me do this. So the first thing is sky, the second thing is skin, and the third thing is trees. So that's your R, G, and B. And you can make up every color in the game with RGB, right? Basically it's magenta, cyan, and yellow are your three primary colors that you're dealing with. So between yellow and red is skin. Blue is going to be your sky color. Green is going to be your tree color. So if you can get the trees looking the correct shade of green, sky looking the correct shade of blue, and skin looking the correct shade between pink and yellow, then every other color in the game will be set correctly. So that's how I adjust color with an EMB. So let me go. We're gonna do this over. Just because I can. And we're gonna go into here, cache, and we're going to delete the cache for Nemesis. And we're going to delete this. And then we're going to rerun it. Yeah, we already know that. Okay, so additional attack, attack. I don't think we have either one of those. Precision, drawing animation, dual wield, eating, payload interpreter, GP offset, hotkey skill, ultimate potion, king's glaive, movement behavior overhaul, paraglider, scar, sky idols, crouch sliding, TK dodge RE, TNTR, animation teleport bug, turning animation. That should be everything we need. So let's update our engine. I'm short 2 animations. Vital behavior file. Fake block. Well, I would have to reinstall that. I hate it when I go to start up and play the game and I've got an animation or behavior problem. Because sometimes they'll get corrupted. So we should have 1,548 animations. There we go, 1,548. Okay. Okay, so all of this should go into our output. Create mod. We can turn that off too. All right. Run it. I really liked Rudy's EMB, so that's kind of the way that I went. There were a couple other things I do use. I don't use, well, let me explain. I'm not using specifically Obsidian weathers in my list. I use one called Kinds, Weather, and Seasons. Now, Kinds, Weather, and Seasons has a base of Obsidian weathers. So that's why I'm using the Rudy EMB for Obsidian weathers. There were a couple of weathers that I needed to change the brightness on. There's one specific weather that is a cloudy, stormy weather that happens in the morning around Whiterun. So I needed to change the brightness of that weather because I'm running Kinds, Weather, and Seasons, which is using a different weather for that than Rudy's is expecting. So it turns out being too dark. So if you're going to use a different weather system, like I did, Kinds, Weather, and Seasons. Now, Kinds, Weather, and Seasons is basically Obsidian weathers, but it includes weathers from like 8 other different weather mods. Plus, it incorporates a weather mod called Wander, which has some really good foggy weathers. And it also incorporates True Storms. So True Storms, Wander, Obsidian weathers. That's kind of the, and then there's a couple other various weathers that were kind of hand-picked from like Cathedral or a couple other weather mods that were added in to Kinds, Weather, and Seasons. So you need to modify Rudy's weather files for a couple of specific weathers because it's different than just Obsidian. I know. I really should seek help, right? That's okay. I'm happy with my insanity. I'm okay with it. But yeah, this is something that I've been messing around with for years, you know, and playing. You see, I stream my list all the time, right? But anytime I find something that I don't like the way that it looks, I go in and modify things so that I do like the way that it looks. So this list has been growing and changing for the last 11 years or more. At least 13 years. It's been evolving. But I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. So now I'm trying to do a long play through it. And like I said, the last character I did made 160 hours. So before I found something I wanted to get rid of that was a scripted mod, so I needed to start a new character because it was a scripted mod. So we'll see if this gives me an error on the guard or not.
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers?
Yes,
Please?
we're going to buy all your flowers, Sophie.
Sure. What do you have?
Not much, but I hope you like them. Stop by again.
So this is where we'll find out. Will it play or will it crash? I'd say it's looking like it wants to play. That's good news.
Yes?
I'll pray for your prosperity. Some wine.
I understand. Take care now.
So yeah, you're looking at that color blue. Let's change the weather. So we want it on a clear day. So I'm looking at that color blue in the sky. There's that sun sprite that I was talking about that I added. So it's different than the sun sprite you're going to see in like Cabbage or some of the other EMBs. It's a really unique sun flare sun sprite. Just kind of cool looking. But yeah, you're looking for that color blue. And then the color green on the trees. And then you're looking at skin for the difference between, you know, red and yellow.
I'm right here.
So I'm looking at the skin here, like on her belly or on her arm, and this side of her face. This is a burn. So, and I'm looking for a balance between yellow and red.
2 hands are better than 1.
And then every other color will look correct then, once you get those 3. Okay, we can level up. Should we stop by this fire over here and warm up and maybe use this tent? Whose tent? Somebody owns that. Well, can we set up our tent right next to it? Maybe. Sure, why not? We're going to rest for an hour and go up a level. $75.90. Let's put it in Magica. We have 4 perks to increase. Instructions at 40. Yeah, we're not going to go up anywhere there. Can't do that until 50. Definitely putting an end into this. We don't really worry about that because we're using a bound bow. Alright, well let's take a look at this, see if we can put one in here. Don't think we have anything here yet. Yes, we do. What do we have? Divine Smite. Infuse weapon with Divine Might before jumping up. Striking downward requires Break of Dawn quest to be completed, which we did, and a 30 restoration. We'll take that. Better pack up our tent. We don't want to leave our tent here. And let's go to magic. Let's go to Divine Smite. That's Elemental Fury. Oh. Well, let's put that in F6. So let's take a look at it. We don't have enough magicka for... We can't do that. Okay, fine. We'll go back to conjuring that Olgrim. But yeah, you see when you get the yellows and reds correct, your flame is also going to look the way you want it to look. You know, that balance between yellow and red. If we look at it.
The first hero I met turned out not to be a hero at all, but a mercenary. I thought he came to save me, but all he really wanted was a job.
Picking snowberries. Alright, there's a chick we need to kill.
Like the binge of a nutcrab. Dad? Hey, watch it! Right behind you.
What's up, little doggy? Alright, that chick is gonna be mean, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get our hot girlfriend in the mix. And then we'll go deal with this one. Oh my gosh, she killed me.
Hi.
Okay, she's pretty
I'll
tough.
kill you where you stay.
Everybody drink. We died. Maybe we should take her from a distance.
Oh, there once was a hero named Rex. Red came riding to right run from old Rorik's.
I wonder if Ulfric would want the little Breton girl in his army.
Any runes?
Don't
No.
feel poor much, as I hate
But
taking
I do
orders.
have a
But I
bound
like the commander's
bow.
uniform.
We turned on Troll's Blood and Stone Flesh. But, yeah, it wasn't enough. She's pretty tough. Don't worry, we'll take her out.
Is someone there?
Come on, give me my Olgrim.
Hello? Who's there?
Summon gears.
I'm going to enjoy this.
I bet you are. Yeah, let's slow you down. Oh, you're gonna freeze to death, baby. Crimson Dirks. She left me a letter. First off, I'm sorry about the tests. I hope my was to give you a window into your mind and bring comfort to mine. You chose to pray for the beggar, putting your faith in divines. After all, maybe it isn't food or water people need, but hope in something greater than themselves. The word is not a place. Hope alone will save you. Advice to you is to seize your destiny. Don't wait for idle God. Worthy judge and executioner of your enemies, just as you were for me. For the ones I knew in life, don't mourn my death, as one once told me. All you do is look at the past. It's time to close the book on one's future. So they had ebony plate, and an ebony sword, and an elven bow. I'm not really that interested in your armor because I run unarmored. So we're going to break you into a million pieces and leave you there. Okay. A summon gears spell. Does gears look like an Olgrim? I don't know. So I don't know if that's the moon rays or if that's... Did we turn on bloom? Yes, we did. Screw it, we'll leave it on. That's not what's doing it. That must be the moon rays. Screw it, we'll leave it. Oh, hey now.
Time to end this. have them.
Stab the color right out of them. I'm thinking we need some tougher magic spells. We gotta meet Delphine back in Riverwood. Which set of ears do you use to hear with?
Honey brew mead.
I didn't know magic could be
Drink
that
honey
pretty.
brew mead with a winch on each arm?
Well, the ones that are on top of her head.
I'd rather have 2 bottles of mead.
Because you can't see her other ears, they're covered by the
Why's that?
covered by her hair.
The meads won't argue your ear off about which one should go first.
I just thought the ears were cute. So we gave her ears. And they're animated. I can't see her other ears. So I'm guessing those are her only ears. They're on top of her head like a cat. Because I mean, even when she's wearing this, you can only see one set of ears. Yeah, I thought they were cute. I thought it fit the character. She got a ton of hair. So I didn't think you'd actually see the other ears, which you don't. Two hours of brushing, yeah. Well, that's what Zora's there for. For brushing and braiding. It's like almost 8 p.m. So we should probably set up a tent sometime soon. At one point in time, I had long hair. I know. Hard to believe, right? It's true. Could tie it all back in and pull it all back in a ponytail. My bangs came down to the center of my chest, like down to here. But, you know, detangler and bunch of shampoo and keeping it clean, and hair blowing in my face, blowing into my mouth, and it was more of a pain in the butt than it was worth. So then when my hairline started creeping back, I didn't fight it. I just ran with it and shaved the rest of it off. Probably the best decision I ever made. I go, wait a minute, I gotta do my hair. Okay, I'm ready. The only part of it that sucks is that when it's cold out, my head gets cold. And there's nothing to catch the sweat. If I'm too hot and then my head's sweating, yeah. Hair is a really effective sweat catcher. And it also helps keep your head warm. And I have to remember the sunscreen because otherwise the top of my head gets sunburnt. But a good ball cap, a good beanie, and some sunscreen, you're good to go. Oh, pardon me. I ended up doing my walk and my workout this morning. So 100 push-ups, 100 crunches, 4.5 miles.
You're nothing.
And I did the walk barefoot, so... Who's this? What's up, Brenton?
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't just kill you.
Where are you headed?
I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know.
I could save you a lot of trouble.
No, I think I've got this one. Thanks, though.
Alright, see you later, dude. And we stole your soul. So we got to return to Klimek, and then we got to return to Angir. Where is Klimek? There's Klimek.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I delivered the supplies to High Hrothgar.
Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
$750, nice.
Right then.
Now we gotta do the climb again. Oh, you know what? We've got 10 bear pelts we've been holding on to. We could probably give to
I should consider wearing
Temba.
a so I replied. But then how else will I annoy?
Those damn bears. Alright, let's go find Temba. Welcome to the Villamere Inn.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Can you believe it? Another pile of logs ruined. These damn bears are driving me crazy.
What's making you so angry?
My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago.
You having a bear problem?
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
I brought 10 bear pelts, just like you asked.
Nice to finally meet someone who can follow simple instructions. Here's your reward, as promised. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work.
War axe of draining.
All right, then.
Okay. I don't know if that was worth it, but... There's Daraki. Free logs for the house. I got hearth fires installed. It still makes you buy logs. Oh my gosh. Gotta put me to sleep. Need to take a nap.
coming from that fight. Don't get hit.
Yeah, sadly we did get hit. But we'll just heal up like that and we'll be good. It's the Moon Forge. That's Old Hrothgar Ruins. It's part of Skyrim Underground. Well, we need to go talk to Ongir. Learn our last word of power from them. Well, at least until they teach us Clear Skies.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wimco. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
There's
You
Bori.
are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeard, but you are ready.
I can do it.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Sky, guard you.
I'd like to learn more about the voice.
You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thu'um resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search.
Have you located any words of power?
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Silverdrift Lair. Okay.
Sky, guard you.
I guess we have to retrieve the armor or we're not going to close that out. Alright, let's take a little flight. We need to go grab that armor. Even though we're not going to use it. Got a bird butt. Just hang glide our way down there.
I like to think so.
Here's mixed water. Here's Morvesker. We gotta collect this armor, otherwise we don't get to complete that quest. We killed her on the road down here, so should be down here somewhere. Uh-oh.
So, will my lord be hunting game for dinner tonight? Or will he take his companion to the inn for a more sensible feast? Just a question.
Well, the armor should be here, but it's not. Which means we'll never complete that quest. Oh, that's some bullshit, Carlo. Yep, no armor. Bummer. Move to an urn at the Hall of the Dead. I froze her. Maybe, I don't know. Should we go to the Hall of the Dead? Let's go to the Hall of the Dead. We'll see if we can locate her. She's from Creation Club content though, so I don't know. I think we might have stolen her soul though, in which case we may be able to get to her here. Godrod the hammer. Tyra Bloodfire. So she's in Sovngarde. I can't get to her inventory though. Let's go to the Hall of the Dead. It's actually a really good idea, Deco. Didn't even think of that. But it means we're probably going to get started on Blood on the Ice. Horses. Have any idea how boring horses are? I don't know, would they have moved her armor with her? Maybe. Well, this will be the nearest Hall of the Dead. So...
Hear my prayer, son of Akatosh, and grant peace to these departed souls.
Come and browse my fine selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
I never even knew he had a necklace. Ooh, Necromancer. So what does a Naked Nancy robes look like? Alright, where are they? I guess we can't put them on because we're not a Naked Nancy. I haven't really seen any urns yet. That's to the underground. Where might the urns be? She's the vampire that's staying here. Wabbajack lantern. Okay, well, I don't see any urns at all. I mean, am I missing something? Okay, we've been everywhere. Say no urn for you. Yeah, there's no urns in here. Unless they're up here. And they're not up there either.
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable.
And grant peace to these departed souls.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? All right then.
Yep, no, don't see him.
Mighty Arcade, God of mortals, hear now the prayers of your humble servant. Bless these departed souls and welcome them into the realms beyond.
Oh well. Go get some more things on the map, see if we can go up another level. Like these farms.
Bolfreda is certainly grading, but she pays well. Thankfully, nobody from the city can see me.
Looks like that's the last of them. We really make for a deadly pair. Funny. I'm so used to bandits hunting me, I never thought I'd be hunting them.
Over here.
You're dead, you are. Come on, let's see what you've got. Send your soul as a gift to Boethia. You'll regret crossing me, Outlander. I'm going to put you out, beard. You're an
Oh my gosh. Slow you down a little bit.
God, no!
Inspire me.
You're going to pay for this. You'll regret crossing me, Outlander. I'll send your soul as a gift to Boethia. Sheer Gorath's beard. You're an ugly one.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt too. Headshot. Alright, and we're gonna do this a little bit different.
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll kill you quickly. Sheer burn.
I got 3 of them up there.
And I promise I'll kill you quickly. Boethia, inspire me. Terrible, die. I'm gonna bleed you.
Got a giant frostbite spider up there.
These crawlies are everywhere. That's it. On to the next battle. Or maybe the next aim.
How do I get up there? Hmm. Well, there should be a key here somewhere if we search for it. Well, what do you know?
such a good team. Watch it! Watch it! Is that all you got? That was a good workout.
Grail of Bethany? To-do list. Oh. Okay. So I wonder if that gave me a journal update. No. No. We haven't been anywhere down there yet. Still gotta meet Delphine and Riverwood. We dropped one, but where'd he go? We dropped two. Yeah, but who knows where they went.
And that's the last of them.
I don't think that's the last of them.
It's a scary place, especially for one as sensitive as I am. It's the eyes that haunt me the most. I've had enough of you! like that was the last of them, but we should be cautious in case there are others. Hey, watch it! Give up, no, you still can. I think I might have hurt my wrist. No, wait, it was that one's head.
Yingle and the sea ghosts. So Skyrim like you, then my computer took an arrow in the GPU. Okay, that I give you points for originality. I like that one. So that would be like a snake in there. Oh, what do we got here? Well, it's not the whale. I don't think it's an owl. This one's got light. Maybe. One with water is definitely the whale. Well, let's try it. Oh, that wasn't it. First time I ever came here, this really tripped me out with all the little bouncing balls. It's like, what the heck is that all about? Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Especially since you run right past where you should go. Because you're looking at this door right in front of you. Right, where we need to go is back and to my left. Right here. I also left a nice sword here. For anyone that might need it. Ow! That just wasn't right. Them boys just ain't right in the head. So we're looking for the coral dragon claw. Yeah, I can change whenever I want. That's first person. And then I can draw weapons in first person and use spells in first person. I can interact with things in first person. I like third person because I've got MCO animations, so I like the MCO animations. But realistically, okay, so let's say I want to loot this in first person. I can loot it in first person, and I get animations of me opening it. Also, if I grab something off the ground, well, I can break these things too. So you've got first and third person. I like, because of the animations, I like third person better. But sometimes when I go to loot things, I'll change to first person just because it's easier to see, you know, up close things in first person view. But yeah, it's on a hotkey. Can toggle back and forth. So it looks like snake, wolf, moth. So again, third person, I've got animations here when I'm doing this. This is called immersive interactions. Where I'll actually play animations of moving the rings and putting the key. Let's get an Olgrim in here to help us out. Can we get an... You're not gonna give me an Olgrim. Okay, well then give me my... No hot girlfriend either?
Lucky. Just a scratch. Enough of you. Hey, watch it! Hey, watch it! I think I'm getting better.
Well, we took him out. Give me the helm. We can get all this stuff, although we're not really going to wear it. That might be a skill book. Let's read it. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the dungeon with the blue balls. It's Yingle's Barrow, which is up on the coast. And you can either buy that claw from Brina's Ottomans in is it Winterhold? Or you can find it right in through the front door. Cheaper to just find it. Have enough to increase my skills. Well, let's check out our custom skills. Do we have enough for... No, we don't. Do we have enough for any more of this? No, we don't. We haven't started doing anything with priesthood. What about destiny? Okay, we don't have enough for another point there yet. Don't have enough for that yet. How's our hand-to-hand skill? Not enough for another one there. Haven't started doing any of that yet. What about unarmed defense? We have been fighting unarmored. Good, we got 3 perks to increase here. Since we're fighting, we're not wearing any armor. So this is unarmored and swimming. Unarmored can breathe in water. Now we can breathe underwater. That's worth it. Ward spells, we don't use ward spells, so protection spells we do use. So we are going to end up doing all of that. It says 1821. It's like dusk. Try to put one right through your head. There's a bar over there. Alright, well, it's still bright enough I can see what's going on. Oh crap. Can we chill you? Chill, bear, chill. Slow you down. Freeze you to death. And steal your soul. I think the barnacles were out here too. We got a leap of faith over there, but I think we got a... This is a shrine over here. They killed the bunny. Shrine of Shore. Leap of faith, or we're going... Okay, let's do leap of faith first. Oh! And we're going to crash right there. 2 hours in. Bummer. Let's find out why. Bound bow. Devourment prey head. I have no idea what that is. Bow rapid combo. Ice wraith, one with nature. Arrow projectile. Archery tweaks. Action-based projectiles. Unofficial arcane archer pack. And pondfish. Why am I thinking it's pondfish? Because of the handle policy. On weapon hit. Main alias script. So it's a script that's happening on weapon hit. Devourment prey head. All right. We're going to give it one more try. If we get one more crash, that's it for today. But I am going to give myself an offhand dagger. So let me start this back up. We're going to get a fresh cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, that was hilarious. It'll just take a minute. Uh, well, we're back. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, live entertainment. Alright, we have a level up available. We just broke out of here. Yeah, too bad. We're not going to fight you. We are going to fight these guys, though.
Someone there? Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Oh, nice roll move.
Someone's gonna get hurt. That's it. That's all you've got.
I cannot.
Oh, he's going to kill me. Maybe not.
Put you down.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt pretty bad. Got an arrow stuck through our head. You're not ripping anybody in half, buddy. We better drink one of those, maybe do some of this. Let's do something like that. Do something like that. What if Stender is not my deity?
I'm gonna kill you. I'll show you a real fight.
It's nothing. I'm gonna add your skull to my collection.
That it? You'll pay for that. I'll show you what a real orc can do.
I'll carve you into pieces.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of bad guys over here.
You'll pay for that. I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
Take that guy out. Freeze that guy. We're down to 2.
I fought worse than you.
We'll let the tiger take him out. Don't have enough magicka for that. How about for that? Yeah, we got enough magicka for that.
Are so conspicuous, aren't they?
Where you been?
It's no wonder Skyrim has so many well-fed trolls.
Well, she showed up when the battle was over. A basket of flowers. Hmm. It was a good battle. We can spend another perk point. Where should we put it? Why is our one-handed skill hurting so bad? We don't care about that. Bound weapons cast Soul Trap. We like that. So I wonder, are we... Okay, we're hungry and thirsty, that's probably why.
Just a scratch.
Okay, we're still hungry. Need a whole leg of goat. We're still in combat. No, we're not. I got here slaughterfish. What can we cook? Now we can cook a bunch of fish. That was pretty easy. Bound rapier. How about we read that? 3 hours. Okay, I wonder how much damage a bound rapier does. It's not going to tell me. This is doing 19 points of damage. So, bound rapier. So it's not telling me how much damage it does. Well, it doesn't really look like a rapier either. Looks like a Jadric longsword.
Shipwrecks are a good source of loot, but I'm very bad at holding my breath.
Well, we could just do all bound weapons. What do you think about that? We don't need that. We don't care about these. So let's do all bound weapons. So we can do it where it's spells in both hands. And then let's go here. So if we're doing spells in both hands, then we don't need either one of these. So let's change this. Spell hotbar. Uh-oh. I pushed the button. Which means I crashed it. Well, I said if we do it again, that's it for today. So that's it for today. Have a good one, peeps. Peace out.